Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel, I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 207 pounds without surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. I am so glad that you have joined me for my week 24 reverse diet weigh-in and update. These videos have been really crazy. I cannot believe we're almost to 6 months on a diet reverse. I have come so far and I'm so proud of how I have stuck to this and how I have kept track of everything so well, and I have done so well monitoring my progress, and I'm really happy. Last week, I don't know if you guys were here, but it was kind of a rough week on the scale, and I'm sure you're all wondering how things went, if they changed, or anything happened that way this week. And what I do with these videos is, number one, I like to share all of my exercise accountability so that I'm motivated to keep going on my exercise journey, and so that you guys can get a kick out of watching me do my exercises and dance classes and stuff really fast to really fun music. So that's always a blessing and that's always fun, and I enjoyed entertaining you guys that way. I know some of you really like it. I don't know, maybe some of you really don't, but at least I know, it's fun. The second thing that I do is share all my calories for the week and how well I stuck to my projected goal and how well I kept track and whether or not I did anything that I wish I would have changed, or if I was fighting off any demons and that kind of thing. And then lastly, I like to share all of my weights for the entire week, my average weight for the week, whether it went up, down, or stayed the same. So the entire time on my reverse diet, which, by the way, if you're not sure what a reverse diet is, you should check out my reverse diet playlist. Just click on my channel, my actual channel. Go to my main page, and up at the top there's playlists. There's all kinds of playlists that you guys, if you're looking for weight loss videos, or if you're looking for just binge my weigh-ins from the beginning, or whatever, it's all up there. Recipes, everything. So check that. There's a reverse diet playlist that will start you out at the beginning when I explained it. But basically, I have incrementally raised my calories from 1,300 calories all the way up to the last 2 weeks have been 2,100 calories per day over the last 24 weeks. And so you can watch my progress on that if you would like to go and binge watch that. I know we are far into it at this point. I cannot believe we are so far into this. I really didn't think it would last that long. I really thought by January I would have gone back to cutting, and here we are mid-February and I'm still going strong on the reverse diet. The purpose for the reverse diet is to encourage my body to burn more calories at rest. The purpose is to use excess when you get to the tippy top to build lean mass, so that when you go back on a cut, you will be able to cut quicker and lose body fat faster, and have to be able to do it really quick and go get back out to regular calories, so you have to spend less time dieting. I'm probably a little ways away from my ultimate goal. I haven't ever reached my goal weight of 163, and I do intend to do that at some point this year. So if you're looking forward to seeing what I do to get there, definitely stick around and keep an eye out for what my plans are for this week. So that all being said, first things first, I'm going to say that this week was a challenge. Not food-wise, not calorie-wise, not keeping track-wise, not even scale-wise. It was just challenging emotionally. A lot was going on. I came down with a pretty severe stomach virus on Tuesday, and of course, we were panicking, thinking maybe it could be COVID. It turned out it wasn't COVID, but still, the anxiety. We haven't been sick. Anyone in our family haven't been sick in over a year. Last January, we caught the flu right before COVID hit, and that's the only sickness we've had all year. So for us to come down with such a troublesome illness was really scary. It only hit 3 of us, and so far so good on the others. Crossing our fingers, let's hope. Because I have a big family. I have 9 kids. They don't all live with me. My one son lives with his wife, but I have 8 of them living here. Plus we have my mother-in-law that visits and all kinds of things. And so it can get a little bit crazy around here when we have an illness, because it can go through person after person after person. It causes disruption in schedules. So needless to say, it was a rough week that way physically. But I made it through. There's also been a little bit of family drama that has, in the past, something like this would have probably set me off onto a binge, a lot of stress eating. I'm happy to report I didn't have any issues with that, and I didn't even have any desires whatsoever to stress eat. I think I've really severed the stress and eating connection. And if you're looking for that video, it's also, I don't know exactly where it is in my playlist, but it's in there, probably in weight loss tips. But you can just search Keto Chaos Stress and you will find my video on how I cured my stress eating. And I am proud and happy to say that I went through a really rough week, which normally probably would have sent me diving down into a bowl of chocolate, and I survived and did not do that. So I'm very proud of myself. And believe it or not, I did not let the sickness waylay my exercise. And so I actually did go to my class here at the house via Zoom on Tuesday, even though I was really, really sick. I had already gone on Monday to my class because I didn't know I was about to be sick. Another reason that it made it a little bit nerve-wracking. And then, of course, I did at least one chicken bucket workout this week. I think it was just one, but it was an intense one. Dave filled the bucket, and I think he filled it really fuller than what I usually do, and it was killer. I was so sore. I also did some ab exercises, did a couple of those, a couple of different lifting things that I did not record. So I feel like exercise-wise, I did really well. Considering the week that I went through, I'm really proud of myself for sticking to my goals and keeping going with my fitness. And so that all being said, how about we just get to it? Let's get to the clips.
is the push-ups. Got this little thing here. I guess I could attempt it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And the girls are really loud. You guys are loud. All right, here goes nothing. We did it, Snow Queen. Did we do it? Nobody pecked me in the process. She's like, what is happening? Why am I on TV? Hi. She's so dirty. We had this weird rain that was basically full of dust and mud, and she's literally covered in it. Hi, Snow Queen. Oh, baby. All right, well, woo, okay. Apparently she didn't want to be held anymore. Other than slipping in poop when I was trying to do the push-ups, that didn't go so bad. That and the fact that the chickens are everywhere over here being very annoying and loud. Not that you guys could hear it, but yeah. I'm gonna get out of here because there's like 6 of them in the box trying to lay, and I'm apparently extremely distracting, so that was fun. I'm about to do my clogging class in my pajamas. Yeah?
Vaccine on Friday.
Woo!
Mom, you're muted.
That's why I'm doing that.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. As you saw at the tail end, that is me and my daughters. That was this morning. We have either on Friday or Saturday, the girls are working on their dance competition choreography. And my oldest daughter, Ronnie, you saw her with the black hair in the video, she is doing the choreography. And we do that warm up every single week. And so I thought it would be fun to film that for you guys too, because I'm just doing a little bit of more exercise with that class. I'm not really doing as much as them, but I like to do the warm up with them as we get started. So as you can see, exercise went really well for me this week. Happy about that. As far as calories go, my goal for the week was 2,100. That would be the same goal I had last week. As you guys probably remember, last week was rough on the scale. I think I was up 4 pounds. Yeah, I was up 4 pounds in my mid weight last week, just bumping up to 2,100. I don't know how on earth a person can gain 4 pounds just eating an extra 100 calories, or an extra 50, I guess. It was only a 50 calorie bump. And I decided to go ahead and keep it there this week. Now, that being said, last week and this week are the weeks that normally in my womanly cycle, I do retain water. And so there is a possibility that a lot of that is water. But as I said last week, I did put some on in my measurements. So let's talk about the calories and how well I did this week. My goal, like I said, was an average of 2,100. So Saturday I did 2323. Sunday I did 2353. I like to calorie cycle, so my weekends are higher than my regular days. Monday I did 1921, purely by accident. I forgot to eat something I had tracked, realized I didn't track it, and then I put it into my macros the following day, which is why Tuesday is 2099, Wednesday 2012, Thursday 2013, Friday 2010, for an average of 2104. 4 over goal, but it was 12 calories down from last week because I had gone over. I had been 2116, I think, last week, and so it was down a little bit. So obviously, did amazing, did totally perfect on my calories. Protein for the week, average protein. So these are my macros. So I add up all of the protein numbers for the week, divided by 7. All of the carb numbers for the week, divided by 7. All the fat numbers for the week, divided by 7. My highest protein day this week was 206, and my lowest protein day this week was 170. So you have to know I killed it on my 170 goal of hitting 170 protein, and my protein was 189. That was 2 down from last week, but I'm still very thrilled with that number. For my net carbs, my highest day was 114. My lowest day was 94 for an average of 104, which was down 11 net carbs from last week. My fats, the highest day was 112 and my lowest day was 70 for an average of 90, which is up 6 from last week. So you can see I kind of just traded my macros around a little bit, but still hit calories right spot on where I was planning to be. So I'm happy about that. Like I said, it was a stressful week. I've had a lot going on. I was sick. There's many reasons why I might have screwed up my macros, or I might have chosen to eat more or chosen to eat less, and maybe stress eaten at some points in the week, and I did not. And so I'm very happy that I stuck to my goal very well. So that all being said, I'm sure that you guys are thinking that the scale was a magical, mystical, wonderful thing, and that when I stood upon it, it did exactly what I wanted it to do this week, because after all, I was doing everything right? We shall see. Let's get to the weights.
Je boog wat aan mijn best life, yeah. Je boog wat aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je boog wat aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, I know. I just want you to know. Something you and me, oh. What's on my best life, yeah.
All right, so as you can see, that was not the case. The scale was actually mean to me. And honestly, if my emotions were connected to the scale, I probably would have had an emotionally charged week just staring at those numbers every day. Did they annoy me a little bit? Yes. So, I mean, obviously they put me on edge a little bit, But for the most part, I really don't let the numbers on the scale dictate how I feel. Honestly, the stress that I was going through literally had nothing to do with it. It was just happened to be a coincidence. And so that's been really like, ah. So anyway, so my weights for the week began high at 177.4. That was Sunday. Monday was 177.4. Tuesday was 180. And yes, I was annoyed. I almost kicked the scale for that one. I'm like, I really didn't want to see that number ever again, but it is what it is. Wednesday, 178.4, Thursday, 178, Friday, 175.8, and Saturday, 175.4, for an average for the week of 177.4, which is up 2.5 pounds. So I know last week we talked about what I would do if my weights kept going up, whether or not I was going to have like a contingency plan where I was going to be like, dive bombing back into dieting and freaking out and jumping off the reverse train, which is exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to do when that happens. It admittedly is nerve-wracking. It is absolutely nerve-wracking to make it this far with no weight gain and just all of a sudden feel like it's just going it's stressful. It's a little stressful, but this is what I've been expecting the entire time on the reverse diet. And so it's kind of been like I've been cheating the system a little bit anyway. And honestly, like you cannot really do a reverse diet properly or well without putting on some body fat, because in order to get your metabolism to burn a higher level, you actually have to push the level, right? Which means you're technically eating in a surplus until your body just gets used to it and figures it out. At least that's the goal. Obviously, you can't do that there's a ceiling at some point. There's going to be a ceiling of how far you can push your metabolism up. And I don't know if this is a ceiling for me or if this is just my first bump in the road. I really don't know. I have never done reverse dieting before, and I really don't know anyone who has. This whole thing is a total experiment, and it's, like literally, it's a crapshoot. I've been experimenting on myself. Sadly, though, the inches gained also went along with the pounds, and that was distressing. I have to say the inches actually bothered me so much more than the weight. I'm actually up 2.25 inches across my body, and the worst one was I was up 1.25 inches around my waist, which, as you guys know, is the part I've been trying to shrink the most. It's the part that won't shrink the most, and that's the part that I least want to grow. So that, my friends, is stressful and frustrating. And that tells me that this 2.5 pounds might actually be body fat. So that stresses me out. So that being said, am I going to abandon ship and just all of a sudden just like cut my calories down and freak out and panic? No, my friends, I will not, because this is an experiment and it isn't a reverse diet. I know how to lose weight. I'm not stressed over it. I know I can easily lose this weight as soon as I feel the desire to do so. So right now I am going to stick to my plan of reverse dieting. My weight went up, so I should stay where I am. And that is my plan for the week. This coming week theoretically should not be a water weight week. So if I'm still up at the end of this week, I might reconsider. That's why I said I have a 3-week threshold, because I want to make sure that I'm not banking all of the weight gain on solely fat, and that maybe see where I'm at water weight wise before I make big, huge decisions like diving back into some kind of cut or even pulling back on my calories. So I am going to go ahead and keep the same exact goal, but I am going to tweak my macros just a little bit because I like the changing of it, and I like feeling like there's a change. So my plan for the week is to lower my weekend calories again and raise my weekday calories. So I decided my weekend calories are going to be 2330 and my weekday calories are going to be 2015. So that's where I'm shooting for this week. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's a crapshoot. I don't really know for sure how long you're supposed to wait, and to your body to get used to it and move on. There's not a lot of documentation on this, and a lot of reverse dieting stuff is anecdotal and doesn't really have any scientific proof. So there's really no way to know if it's going to work or not. And I can only just keep going for as long as I can stand without panicking, and then decide to go back on a cut and get rid of some of it and start over. So I don't know if I will do that. I do have a dance recital coming up where I have to wear a tight outfit, and I do have a wedding coming up where I have to wear a certain dress and it must fit me, so I can't keep gaining weight. Now, that would be an issue. So I either got to stay somewhere in the reasonable level of okay, or do something about it at some point. So I don't know. At this point, I don't know what I'm planning. I'm just doing week at a time, see how it goes. And that's what I've been doing this whole time on the reverse diet. So I hope it's not too confusing for you guys. I know it's crazy for me doing different kinds of things on this channel that aren't keto, because I'm now low carb instead of keto. And I know that's confused a lot of people, but I just really feel like it's beneficial to everybody who comes here to see that it's not always just in a perfect little package. Like, just say stay keto the rest of your life and you're going to be able to maintain your weight loss. Well, that has not been the case for me, and it's not the case for a lot of people. And eat all the fat you want and you'll just keep losing weight. Well, we know that that is not the case. It has not been the case for most people. So these are some things that I really like to talk about on my channel so that I can help you guys, because, you know, it's a blessing when you can see other people going through something that you might need information about in the future. And if I just stuck to keto stuff so that I wouldn't ruin my keto channel, then maybe you guys wouldn't benefit from that stuff that I'm learning about. And I really feel like I should share it. And so that's why I am. So anyway, that's where I'm at for this week. I hope that you guys can understand. We are heading into dance competition season, and I don't know how well I'm going to keep up with the video making. I always do my best, but I don't always completely get a food video up every week. In fact, I missed my food video last week. It was supposed to come up today. It did not come up because I spent the last 2 days meticulously gluing jewels on my daughter's costume, and it took me 6 hours, and I just did not have any extra time for video editing. So I probably will end up making you another 2-weeker. Sorry about that, but I hope it's okay. I hope you guys can forgive me and understand that, you know, there's only so much one person can do in this world, in this life. So yeah, I think that's everything I have for you guys today. Don't forget to check out the About section for all the information on how you can get started, for my Facebook group, all the links to the way you can help the channel, like my Patreon, Teespring, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist if you want to send me a little gifty. I'm always appreciative of any way that you guys can help out. Thank you so much to Kim Cole for your donation to the channel this week. I appreciate it so much. It meant a lot to me, and every little bit helps, guys. Every little bit helps, especially when I'm going through a tough week, and that was really sweet and nice little surprise to help me keep going through the week and keep going on these videos for you. So that is all I have for you guys today. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you all again soon.
Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing,